Greetings. My name is Marianne Giltrude. I'm the Associate Professor and Instruction Librarian here at PGCC. Today I'm going to talk about the new Discovery layer on the library homepage, as well as the Learning Tool integrations with Canvas. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. So now you can see this is the library homepage, and it looks very similar to the library homepage that we had before. We've put this faculty resources tab over here where you can look through for information. The instruction request and other information is available. And then the research tutorial is here, which is an 8-module multimedia tool that was designed to help students with the research process. After each module, there's a knowledge check that you can ask the students to complete, and they can screenshot it or email it to you. And some faculty have the students look at strategic search. Some of them look at plagiarism. Excuse me. You can do all of the above or none of the above. Excuse me. I have allergies. Thank you. All right, here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a search. So here, I'm going to look for students and learning and technology and click on the search button. Now you can see this is going to be very different looking than what the previous Discovery layer looked like. Here you have 447 results. I'm going to narrow this right away just to articles. And I'm going to do available online, peer reviewed. I'm going to add, let's say, learning. Students. Teaching. And I'm going to apply filters here. And then I'm going to narrow it by date. Refine it. Okay. And let's see, make sure. Okay. So you see this is like 30,000, which is still a lot of information. And now I'm going to start adding, I'm going to add student success. I'm going to say retention. And I'm going to search here. And so now this is narrowed it to 438. So what I would say is this is, I'm going to just show students how to use it, but depending on the students, adding 5 or 6 keywords or phrases might be a little more complicated than they're comfortable with. But going into the native databases is probably an easier way to show students how to access information. But I'm giving you this as an information to show you the capacity. Now, say, for example, this was the article I wanted to look at. I'm going to click on this. And now you can see that it looks really different than from the previous Discovery layer. It gives you like an extra, this is actually the record itself. And so here I'm going to click on the available online, takes the, say, Gale Academic 1 file, and here's the information. So it takes you right to the article itself. But as you can see, there's like a lot of different clicks in there. And so the less clicks, the better it is for students. So what I would recommend is that you just go right here to the read online, because that's going to take you to the article already. Now this article we happen to have in a lot of different databases, so I'm just going to show you, and this is a different article in ProQuest. But here, when you get into the native database interface, you're able to, get the PDF, copy the link, get the citation, add it to the Google Drive or whatever. So those features are there. Okay, so just just a minute. I'm going to go back to library. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to show you is the database by subject feature. And again, this looks very similar to what we had before, but if you look here, you see more offerings under each subject area or topic area. And so what we've done is, in the past, the Gale databases were kind of bundled all together, and you had to search across a lot more information. Now we've called those out into separate databases, like the Gale News Gale 1 file has now been pulled out, whereas before it was combined in a big bundle under Gale. Here I'm going to click on opposing viewpoints. And I'm going to look at the browse issues. Look at police reform. And here we have our opposing viewpoints, the feature viewpoints, academic journals, all the content that you normally have. And again, you can, and this is an opinion piece, but once, you can add it to your Google Drive, email it to yourself, download it or print it. So all this, the features that have always been available in our databases are still there. There's just a layer across it that you now have to use to access the information. So this discovery tool provides students with rich resources that helps them to, work on their research assignments. So now the other thing, let's see, I want to show you is Blackboard. Excuse me, Canvas. Okay, so two really nice features about Canvas is that we have the library resource tab, which is kind of down here. Whoops, excuse me, down a little further. But this looks just exactly like the Blackboard LTI. So this really hasn't changed. It's basically the same tool. Excuse me. And you can see the guide pops up directly in the layer. Here you have the databases. Excuse me, I'm kind of running fast. And opposing viewpoints. So you have that right there for you to see. Now, the other thing I want to show you, excuse me, I said, this is our test site that we were testing Canvas Learning Tools integration, and we populated this we beta tested this already. But the really nice feature here is the assignments tool. And say, for example, I wanted to ask the students to use, say, opposing viewpoints for one of their assignments, for the research assignment. I'm going to click on the assignment thing, put in research assignment. Okay, I'm just, kind of starting along. But here you can put in all the information for the assignment, just as you would normally do. You could, add a document or whatever here. You can add the points. And now the thing that's important here is to use the library tools integration. Here, this drop-down menu says no submission, online paper. You want to make sure you click on the external tool and you hit this find button here. And you can see already this is pre-populated with a lot of the library resources, like the African American history, Bloom's literature, Credo reference, films on demand. And I'm going to, here we go, Gale in context. But you know, it also has Gale 1 file, Gale biography, Gale literature, so a lot. I'm going to click on that and hit select. And we just go back in here. There we go. Something weird happened. And now we have, so right here, right in the Canvas shell, you have the assignment. The students can go in here, check out the topic. It keeps it right here in there in the shell where they can find articles. So it really keeps them focused in the information. So like I said before, this is designed, right now it's just a high level overview of Canvas. Later on the semester, we'll probably do some lunch and learns to just kind of use some to teach more features, but this is the basic capacity of Canvas with the Learning Tools integration feature. So, so thank you so much for having me here. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. So my name, my email is giltrumx@pgcc.edu. Have a good year. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.